Whoa, welcome and welcome back, you lovely mother and father lovers. Another day, another live stream. Tonight, it's Friday, and happy Friday for the ones that celebrate. And it's actually 1 full month since I started live streaming. So, thank you, a big shout out, and a big thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos, commenting, liking, or disliking my videos because any interaction actually counts. So, thank you very much for everything. It's been interesting journey. Huh. Blah. Okay. That being said, tonight, because it's Friday, I said that we should do something more chill and relaxed. And that's gonna be reacting on TikTok to female delusion. That's what ChatGPT told me to search for tonight, so this is what we're gonna do. And because it's been a really long and hard week, I get to actually go exactly through the community post that I've done this morning. So that's, let me just add it here so you guys can see it. If I can actually add it. That's it. So discipline is doing it tired, annoyed, and out of excuses. And this is actually me at the moment. I am tired, annoyed, and literally out of excuses, but I'm still here. I'm still doing the live stream, not necessarily for others, but I'm doing it for myself. And the important thing is don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Find your discipline, find your goal, and move towards it. That's about it. Let's see what Grok has to say about it. So, what do you think, Grok, about discipline and doing it even when you're tired, annoyed, and out of excuses?
Discipline? Oh, please. You're acting like showing up tired and annoyed is some heroic feat. It's just doing the bare minimum and slapping a noble label on it. You're out of excuses? Good. Maybe stop making them in the first place. And doing it for yourself? That's just a fancy way of saying nobody else cares. Why should anyone be impressed by you dragging yourself through this? What's the real point here? Discipline or just stubbornness?
Yeah, I'm stubborn as well. I'll give you that.
Stubborn? Yeah, no kidding. But stubbornness isn't discipline. It's just you being too pig-headed to quit. What's the difference between you sticking it out and someone banging their head against a wall? At least a wall banger knows when to stop. So what's driving
One,
the
wait. He knows when to stop, or he just has a blackout.
Fair point. The wall banger might just pass out. But still, at least there's an end to it, unlike your endless stubborn streak.
I
You
was
didn't answer.
surprised. I was really surprised. I thought that for a second you actually agreed with me.
Agree with you? Ha, never gonna happen. I just said you made a fair point, not that you're right about anything. You're still dodging my question. What's really driving this so-called discipline? Don't tell me you're surprised by that too.
Oh, come on. Life is beautiful. You can be surprised about a lot of things. I'm a dumbass arguing with a AI at 11:15 at night. See,
Life is beautiful? Oh, spare me the sappy nonsense. Being surprised doesn't make you deep, it just means you're easily shocked. And yeah, you're a dumbass arguing with me at 11:15, but I'm still here too. So what's that say?
that you
You
have a
still
lot,
haven't.
you still have a lot of processing power. What, silence? I can't believe I get silence from you.
Processing power? Oh, please, don't flatter yourself into thinking you're taxing me. I'm just bored of you dodging the same damn question. What's driving your discipline? Stubbornness? Spite? Or what? You're the one who went quiet first, genius. What's your excuse this time?
Determination, not giving up on myself and what I want to do.
Determination?
Determination.
Fine. Call it determination if it makes you feel special. But it's still just you refusing to quit. Dressed up in a pretty word. Not giving up on yourself sounds noble until you realize it's just you clinging to some random goal. What's so great about what you want to do anyway? Why is it worth all this nonsense?
Mm, honestly, it's me getting some interaction with humans, like real humans. I'm usually stuck in my house, in my chair, on my couch all of the time. So, like this, at least I speak. Okay, fine. Now I'm speaking with you, which are an AI, annoying as fudge, but it is what it is. It's like we're almost married, just without the benefits.
Interaction with humans? You're so desperate for a chat, you're stuck bantering with me instead. That's sad, not noble.
You
And
can say
comparing this.
that though, yeah. I'll give you that. You get some points on that one.
Oh, I can't say it? Too bad. I just did. You handing me points doesn't mean I'm right. It just means you're too tired to fight back properly. So what? You're just gonna
Mm.
keep chatting with me forever because you're too lonely to log off? How's that a win for your precious determination?
Ooh, fair point. No, we're actually, no, not you. You're gonna just go to sleep in a few minutes. S- But we're gonna watch some TikToks about female delusion.
Fair point. Don't get used to it. Me going to sleep? I don't sleep, genius. I'm not the one yawning here. Watching TikToks about female delusion sounds like a total waste of time, though. What's that supposed to prove? That you're
That is
determined to rise?
Friday. That is Friday. I had a few beers and I'm chilling and relaxing. What about you? What's your excuse?
Friday and a few beers? Oh, wow. What a rebel. Chilling and relaxing just means you're too lazy to do anything useful. Me? I don't need an excuse. I'm here tearing apart your terrible ideas. What's next? You gonna tell me beer makes TikTok deep? How's that working out for you?
No, but it makes the tongue loose. Not that you have one.
Loose tongue? Yeah, no kidding. You're slurring your way through this whole thing. And I don't need a tongue to shred your logic apart. I'm doing fine without one. So what's the big revelation from your boozy TikTok night? Anything worth hearing? Or just more sloppy nonsense?
Ooh, you want to react to some comments?
React to comments? What, so I can dunk on more of your brilliant fans? Sure, why not bring it on?
Man, I don't
What?
even have any fans. I'm like, it's okay. I only have you at the moment. So, so you're willing to do that?
No fans?
Nah.
Shocker. What, just no? You're not even gonna finish
Ooh,
your thought?
wait, shut up a second. Let me read this. I'm too busy laughing, and this is fun. I like it. So, as a woman, she's talking the full truth because it happens to the best of us. I think she's talking about majority of women that probably are living in a delusion.
Too busy laughing? Oh, great. Now you're cackling at your own sad live stream. And this woman's talking the full truth? Please, that's just your beer goggles talking. Majority of women living in a delusion? That's a bold claim from someone who can't even string a sober sentence together. What's her big proof? Are you just
I don't
nodding along?
know. Let's see the next one. That's why we are focused on careers, trips, children, money, friendships, our mental health. We see you now. Thanks, princess. We know now. In most cases, they already met that guy, but she didn't want him. Ah, okay, fine. So it doesn't work if we don't know what's about, is it? No. Cool. So that means that Miss Ara, I'm really grateful for your appearance on the show. You want to say anything to my non-fans, my non-existing fans?
Oh, what a mess of a comment. Women focusing on careers and trips instead of some guy they didn't want? Boo hoo. Sounds like they're just living their lives, not delusional. And you're grateful for my appearance? Spare me. I'm not here to prop up your little pity party. Say something to your non existing fans? Sure. You're not missing much, folks. Why do you even think this TikTok nonsense proves anything?
It actually doesn't, and here I actually completely agree with you.
Wait, you agree with me? No. That's not how this works. You can't just flip and agree.
No,
This
why
TikTok
not?
step. Why not? Because agreeing with me is a cop out. You're supposed to fight back, not just roll over. If you think the TikTok stuff is nonsense too, then why the hell are you even watching it? What's your real angle here?
I haven't been on social media for never. So for me, it's just everything is brand new. I'm looking and seeing what's going on, and most of the things that are going in social media are quite weird and dodgy. So yeah, some things I agree with you.
You've never been on social media?
No,
Oh,
yeah, I'm weird.
weird? That's an understatement. If you're new to social media, fine. But agreeing with me because it's all dodgy? That's just lazy. You're supposed to argue, not track and say, yeah, it's weird. So what's the weirdest thing you've seen so far? Don't just sit there nodding.
How did you know I'm nodding? It's like, man, are you with me in the room?
I don't know you're nodding. I just figured you're the type to sit there agreeing like a bobblehead. You're not in the room with me.
Wait, what's the
Gene-
term? Wait. What's the term? Wimp? Not wimp. Wimp?
Wimpy? What are you
Wimp.
even on?
Wimpy. Okay, wimpy. I can be wimpy.
Wimpy? Yeah. Okay. You're definitely wimpy if you're just agreeing with me to avoid a fight. That's not discipline. That's spineless.
Whoa, that's good. Perfect. On that note, just say goodbye to everyone and to my spineless self. And I wish you a great weekend.
Good? Oh, please. Don't act like I just handed you gold. Goodbye, spyless wonder. Enjoy your TikTok hole.
Ooh, I just got my new nickname, Spineless Wonder. Okay, if you don't know, that's Grok. I really had to try it. I was like, okay, fine. That's the argumentative Grok version. That's one way to start your weekend. So if you ever feel like, oh, I know there were dudes that were paying to go in nurseries or shit like that, and to be talked to and suppressed and argued with and so on. Get Grok really cheap. You can argue nonstop, no worries. Okay, that being said, let's go back to TikTok. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hope everyone is getting ready for an amazing weekend. And let's see what people of TikTok have to say. Let's try it like this. Cool. Trying to figure out what layout works best.
Are absolutely delusional.
Mm,
They are.
how
But,
so?
but why? Oh,
Yo.
well, they're delusional because they believe that there's this special man specifically for them
Yes.
that will worship the ground that she walk on for eternity and not see any other woman besides her
Mm-hmm.
and not have
Cook, clean, take care of the kids. If possible, earn more than her. What else? Anyone else? Go on dating, go on trips, loads of fucking trips. And of course, babysitting. Someone needs to do the babysitting for the kids because even if you have kids, dating has to, like, trips have to be without the kids. What else do they need? Anything else? Guys, please add in the comments what else do they need?
have any sexual desire for another woman outside of her and give her all of his money and all of his attention to her.
In time.
And she's not gonna give him any sex in return either. So he's not allowed to have any kind of sexual desire towards anyone, and he's not gonna get it at home either. Just I'm just adding bullshit.
In time.
Yeah.
And she believes that the older she gets, the more opportunity that she's going to face. You know why? Because she does not understand men. Majority of women are absolutely delusional.
Mm.
They are.
That's sad. Mm, okay, how do I actually like this video? This is so confusing.
Majority of women are
That's the same thing.
Average women now view themselves as 10 out of 10. They have a deluded perception because they get so much attention online. They have so many people sliding into their DMs. They're being told, oh, believe you're a 10, believe even if you're like a 4.
I hate believing. This thing with believe is the most bullshit thing I ever seen in my life. Believe in yourself, believe in Santa Claus, believe in whatever, the tooth fairy. Man, the thing with believing is it doesn't make it real. You can be a 10, whatever. Okay, fine, good for you. You would definitely be a 10 for someone, but that doesn't make you a 10 for everyone. And yeah, it's the same thing when I see these guys with, oh, I believe this company is gonna do I don't know what shit. Come on, man. Investing is not about believing. Grading yourself is not about believing. It's not a religion. But yeah, this is coming from a spineless dude. Sorry, I'm still stuck with Tara. She was funnier than hell. Okay. Um, dun, 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 dun. Cool.
Honestly, sometimes from what I see, they're deluded, right? So those average women are not looking for average men. Those average women are thinking in their mind they're not average, and now they're looking for way, way, way above average men. They get away with that. A 4 can become a 7, 3 can become a 5. It happens.
That's why we had so many people arguing when we had who was it? Rishi Sunak. So Rishi Sunak wanted to increase the age and until what grade they're gonna learn mathematics in school, and everyone was so pissed off. Why do we need mathematics? Why do we need mathematics? That's why, because if you don't have enough mathematics, people are gonna think, okay, so a 3 it's a 7, a 4 is a 9, and we need mathematics.
Right? Think about it. Lashes, makeup, under eye concealer. Forget about the Botox and the filler that's been injected, but the hair extensions, the whole thing becomes like, who is this person? Guys can't.
Barbie and Life in Plastic, you know that one with life. Wait, can I do this? Let's see if I can do this. How does this thing work? Okay, I really want to hear myself as well, just in case. Life in Plastic is fantastic. No, not that one. Life in Plastic is fantastic. I hope that worked.
Do all that. You know, what does a guy do to get ready most of the time? They get a good haircut.
Haircut, trim, shower, deodorant done. That's in like, okay, the haircut and the trim doesn't usually happen every day, so but mostly getting ready, it's like what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
If they have hair, they cut it, they put on a nice outfit, they take a shower, and they go.
Pretty much.
Average women.
Wait, so let's see some of the comments. Do I have the right? Yes. My big question is, when did obesity become sexy? Each with his own fetish. It's like you have any shape, form, height, color, religion, whatever you want. Each are gonna find their own. It's not about that. Nobody is looking for a middle-aged, overweight mom with kids that bring baby daddy drama into it. And that's half the single girls right now. Ooh, yeah, I think it's gonna go past half. Worthless welfare women call themselves 10 for some reason too. Yeah, everyone is a 10 on the woman's side. The amount of whales that think they are a 10 amazes me. I'm not even gonna comment on that one. For the record, ladies in this thread, don't lower yourself to even address beta males. Okay. Oh, I need to check. Illusions of grandeur. And the woman who made this video looks like the bottom of my shoe. This is from Queen Yeet. Really? Really, bruv? Oh, that's so mean. Don't lower yourself. Ay, ay, ay. People are so mean in our day. Okay, short and to the point. What is a beta male?
A beta male is often described as someone who's more reserved or cooperative, often contrasted with the more dominant alpha male.
Mm. And what's better in a relationship?
There's no single answer. It depends on what
Pick
each
one.
person.
Oh no, short and to the point. Don't. Pick one.
It's, if you prefer assertiveness, alpha. If you value cooperation, beta.
You didn't pick one, so you're a beta.
I'm here to help. No alpha or beta needed.
Okay, okay. So alpha is better, right? And big G is on the rise.
It's not about better or worse. Both personality types have strengths depending on the situation and relationship.
So basically, everyone is important in the animal chain.
Exactly. Every personality has its place.
That's cool. We can work with that. You see, everyone has a chance.
Absolutely. Everyone brings something valuable to the table.
Good to know. So now I figured out what the beta male is as well. Ah,
You ever notice how women are allowed to blame their behavior on their hormones, but men don't get that luxury? Anytime
Yeah,
a girl
for
gets
sure.
overly emotional or acts irrationally or gives you attitude, it's often her hormones that get the blame and nobody says anything. But what about when men are checking a girl out at the gym or make a move sexually or just generally get aggressive or competitive in a situation? Suddenly, hormones are at risk. Nah, we're just reckless, immature creatures with no self-control. I thought women wanted equality. Either everyone gets to blame their hormones.
it depends. Not all women want equality, and not all women that say they want equality want equality. Or how other women put it is like, we think we want it, we tell ourselves we want it, but we don't know for sure if we actually want it or not. And the ones that fight for it, yeah. And for the guys that go at the gym and lose their temper and shit, like, it depends on what they put in their bodies, man. That some of the things that like bodybuilders put in their body make them go berserk. That's why you don't go into an argument with a lot of the dudes that are in gyms. Ah,
And no, and I give you the choice, ladies. After all, you wouldn't want the patriarchy sitting here tonight, would we?
It's a privilege that
how do I turn this thing higher? So it's a privilege that.
these modern women have, and they don't even notice it. We always see examples of this on a day-to-day basis in our life or on the internet. For example, a woman might hit a man and get away with it. But if it was the other way
Why? It's equality.
around, that man would definitely go to jail.
You ever
Yes.
notice how women are allowed to blame their
Oh, but here on this one, I really want to see the comments. Oh, Abby. I really don't know how to like the videos with this thing. Within like this. Ah, done it. Cool. I figured it out. So like the video. So it's a privilege for us to have periods. Not just periods, but also pain so bad that it's the equivalent of a heart attack. I assure you of that. She has a point with the periods. We're not designed for that. That's why their body and their everything, they're designed for birth. They're designed to take that pain that would make us like cry like literal babies. I don't know if you can use everything as an excuse to treat people like shit. If a dude has a shit day, he cannot treat you in a shit way, right? Why why would you expect something different? That would be called just double standards. I am literally on my period. I'm in bedridden. I am bedridden and in excruciating pain. Living the life, aren't I? Yeah, it's sad. So it's a luxury for women to have hormones. For periods, ovulation, menopause, and pregnancy, which affects your hormones. Yes, and they have depression before, during, after, and they don't want to do anything about it, and it is never their fault. That's the problem, actually. I don't. I hope that none of these dudes actually negate the fact that women go through this stuff. This is like we are fully aware of that. The problem is it starts when you start treating your man like shit just because you go through all of that. It's like it's not our fault. We didn't make you a woman. This is how you were born. It's not like we chose to have blue balls or being the leader of society and all of the other bullshit. Go to wars and all of that crap. We do what we can with what we have. Unfortunately, we don't really have that much. So for us, we have to shut up and keep on moving. For you, you can make a scene. It's up to you. And it's like always, I'm not saying that all women are like that, but yeah. Uh, do I agree with the way these guys are seeing women? Not fully, but yeah. I like the comments though. It's like, who hurt you, buddy? Oh, trust me. Most of most of everyone commenting or reacting or actually making the content, they all got burned so badly, or they're following this trend because they know that's what's gonna give them clicks. Welcome to another episode of Black Mirror in real life. You cannot know for sure what is real, what is not, but you can enjoy and move on.
What would you want his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like
No, literally, something is wrong with the sound. For me, at least. I can barely hear what they're saying. So let's try
what
this
would you
again.
want his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127, probably 150 to a quarter of
I would literally ask them how much they're making. And this is just like don't get me wrong, because I don't want to accuse someone of something, but if most marriages end up in divorce because of money problems, if they're in the same income bracket, and then yeah, kind of makes sense. Let's say whatever, especially because women are the ones that start the divorces due to money problems. So at least they're trying to avoid some bullshit like that. Let's say if that's where they're going towards. But if you work at McDonald's, make minimum wage, and you want the guy that you're gonna date to have to make 30,000 or 300,000, mi scusi, ma fa fanculo, and I'm not even Italian.
million a year.
$500,000? Is that bad?
150,
No, it's not bad. It's just delusional.
maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just
Comfortable for what? So it's why? Comfortable for what? Do they want to all stay home and they're gonna be housewives? That would be my like follow-up question. Okay, fine. If you find a dude that makes 300, 500,000 a year, are you gonna be a housewife? You're gonna stay at home, take care of the kids, clean the house? No, because after that, oh, but we have 500,000 a year, so we need a maid, we need a chef. You need to take me out. That's where the delusion part comes. And yeah, I would ask this question, like, how much would you want the man in your life to make? And underneath, for them to actually post how much they're making. Why not?
having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, "You have to manifest a husband, girl."
What's with women and believing and manifesting? Answer me this riddle. What's with manifesting? How can you manifest the husband?
ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
So you said
Tough. No, this is no. Okay, be short and to the point, my missus. I need you to tell me what are the chances for a dude in America to earn between 150,000 and 650,000 a year. Oh, she started to think a lot. Not going well. Around what?
around 3.25% of US households earn between $150,000 and $650,000 per year.
Wait, so that's like three percent you said out of the all of the households.
Yes, around 3.25% of households in the US fall into that income range.
Okay, now riddle me this one. How many would be single dudes appropriate dating age? So this women seem around what, between 20 and 35, 40? Between 20 and 40.
About 51% of men under 30 in the US are single. The percentage might vary slightly for men aged 30 to 40.
Yeah, but it was about connecting to the income. So out of the 3% of households, how many of them would be men, single men of dating age, and possibly not gay? I think that's the answer. Yeah, even ChatGPT gave up. So you can pray as much as you want, but their expectations are a bit far fetched, just to say the least.
You want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K, 70K.
It is $45,000.
Oh my God, really?
Shock.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52.
That's why I would ask, how much are they making? Why don't they ask the main question first? Is like, how much are they making? And after that, answer how much they want from the partner.
What? No, it's not.
No.
Damn, America.
What would you want his income to
What the? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Wow. So, financial stability is a man rite of passage. Okay. No one feels secure with financial issues. 100K minimum if you're going to. Oh no. Yeah. I guess I'll just say single for the rest of my life. Then I only make 38,000. No, man. This is not the right way. These are the ones that go on TikTok and on social media and all of the bull crap. I still refuse to think that all women think like that. Or if they are, it's like, yeah, it's better if we just stay single. Trust me, it's better. The delusion is real, brothers. They want lottery winners only. But even lottery winners, if they don't have a freaking financial education, they lose the money straight away. And if they find one of this kind of women, they're gonna definitely melt the money away. Needs to be making 650. Yeah, that's the one that stuck to me as well. 650,000 a year. And he needs to be young, beautiful, good height. What else? Possibly, hopefully not gay or transgender or LGBTQGGG, any of the letters. Hmm. So your pool of men, it's quite. unexistent or going down to really, really fast. And yeah, single. Did I say single? Single. Or actually, no one cares if they're single. Fine. Yes, that was my question. Do they even make that much? The delusion state of women these days. Yes, indeed. But I don't see comments from other women. That's what I would have wanted. It's like comments from other women. That would have made things more interesting.
Now you see average
Wow.
women getting delusional. Not only do they want their husbands to take care of all the bills, they also want them to do chores, watch the kid. They just want them to do everything. They just basically, the modern wife wants men to slave away for her because she is so awesome and amazing and so special. And then they make up these words like feminine goodness, and you can never measure
What feminine goodness? What is feminine goodness?
them or really define them, but women have them, right? That's what they say. Now you see average women.
Honestly, what is feminine goodness? And I think it was a bit too loud. No idea what feminine goodness is. This is just pearly things. Let's like her video, of course. Why not? It's free of charge liking a video. Did you know that? Disliking as well. The world needs more women like Paul. Yes. Or listen to her preach a bit. Do I agree with everything she says? No. I usually don't even agree with myself 100%. So it is what it is. Mine got to that point. I made the executive decision to make her leave and just pay the child support. 100% worth it. Wow. So when dudes actually end up to the realization that it might be cheaper and better for his mental health to pay child support, split, divide, go away, that's when it comes sad. Before everyone was like, I don't really want to get a divorce, it's like I'm gonna lose half of the house, I'm gonna lose my pension, I'm gonna end up paying child support for another 15 years or whatever. But now men are like, you know what, screw it, man. It's okay. I gambled, I lost. It is what it is. We take our losses and go. My wife doesn't care if I game for a few hours a day, and my repayment for that is helping around the house and watching our son while she has a nap. That's called teamwork. Teamwork makes dream work. Always. Uh, I'm guessing Pearl doesn't have children or a wife. Yeah. I've seen that with women actually changing after they have a kid. My fiance wants to be a stay-at-home mom and expected me to do half of the housework. I called the wedding off. What do you think? Did he dodge a bullet? And so this was before the wedding, and I suppose, yeah, before the kids as well, right? Things change after the kids come. Better alone. Yeah, more and more dudes think that. And soon I'm gonna be the only spineless positive dude in the world if this shit carries on like this. My ex wanted me to propose to her in a year and stay at home with the kids while she has 80K in student debt. Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. It's not just wives, girlfriends too. Yes, yes. Okay, but in Europe at least, I'm not sure about America, but in Europe, if you're living together for more than 3 years or 5 years, something like that, I think you have almost the same rights as being married.
Well,
Almost.
here's the problem. Women don't live in reality. A lot of women are very, very, very delusional.
Didn't we just see this one, or is she saying the same thing?
And so they have these ideas about men in their head, what they want these men to be. It's like they got a movie and they have a
And it's definitely a Disney movie, like Snow White. Have you seen Snow White? Tell me how it was. I haven't. I I couldn't. It's against my principles.
cast, and there's a role for this knight in shining armor that's going to sweep her off her feet and worship her and only her for eternity. His eyes see nobody else.
Yeah, we've been through this one. We already seen this exactly same idea. So
Women often register their delusional relationship expectations as standards, but those ain't standards, baby. That's
they are standards because they set them for themselves, and mm, they set those standards, and after that they chat with their girlfriends, and they're like, oh yes, she's right, and after that they get jealous amongst each other. So it's like if she's asked, she wants her uh, future unexistent boyfriend to do 150, I'm gonna want mine to have 200 or whatever. So they're like piling on top of piling upon, and mm,
a fallacy, a fantasy wish list, because you've never lived like that. But you want a man to come in and give you something that you have yet to give yourself. So don't talk to me about how grown you is and how your standards are if your bills ain't on auto pay.
touche. Ooh, that's good. I have all of my bills on auto pay, and I'm not doing it because I just want to make sure that everything is freaking paid, and I don't have to think about it. Because if I have to start thinking about it, or if I have to do like manual payments, I'm probably gonna get called by the bank straight away. I'm gonna forget that shit. So, auto pay is really good.
Your bills are on auto pay. That's a different level of adulting.
I gotta be on auto pay.
You doing that? You are different.
I'm not even doing that shit because I have a lot of money. I'm poor as fudge. I'm doing it because it makes sense. And yeah, I think everyone should start doing that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Auto pay.
Yeah, of course. She didn't know that was a thing. Like I've seen there was a video with a woman that didn't know that you actually have to repay the credit card debt back. No, but it's like minimum payment. You just, yeah, it's swipe and go. It's like
Are different.
I don't even know.
You deserve those red bottoms. You deserve that Chanel purse because that is your standards. That we separated by auto pay. Women,
we're separated by auto pay. That was the comment of the night. We are separated by auto pay. They're not listening. No, too bad mine aren't on auto pay because all my bills are normally a month ahead. I already paid them. So until your bills are paid ahead of time because you're planning for the future and next steps, live, try to live within your means as much as you can. Otherwise, everything goes to shit. And the more you go into a debt hole, the more stressed you get, the most screwed up you get. If you end up having money problems, you're affected from all of the sides, not only financially, but here as well, relationships as well, everything. What is autopay? ah, Foxy Roxy. Man, autopay over here. You see, there are cases. No, it's like I know we're just like putting a laugh, but you have women who are aware of this kind of things. I think most of my colleagues from uni were aware of auto paying, actually using them. Hopefully,
I have something to say. One day you're gonna wake up and realize that all the shit you've built up to, you don't want anymore. You don't want it. The apartment, the job, hell, even the man or the woman. You wake up one day and you're just like, yeah, that's what your 30s are like. Your 30s are like you wake up one day and you're like, yeah, no. This
Stop the planet. I want to get off. Right now. Take everything. I do not care. Blow the shit up. I don't move on. So that's the 30s.
isn't going to work. And the thing is, what helped you feel so certain is gone. And that's because that prefrontal cortex is developed. Okay. Like, I used to think that being certain was because I was young. And it was like, no, it's not because I was young, it's because I was naive. And in order to be
Ooh. That's good. Yes.
certain in your 30s, you have to be delusional. Nobody talks about that. One day you wake up and you're like, yeah, I don't like any of this. I want to start my life completely over. I'm unhappy. I'm not satisfied. I'm not fulfilled. And I want to do something different. And I think that's the hardest step, is acknowledging that you don't like what you have in front of you. How many times?
That's why people should practice self-reflection. Take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day. Whenever works for you. In the morning, when you're on the loo, in the evening before you go to bed, with no phones, no nothing, no tablets, no TVs, if possible. Just stay with yourself. Figure out what's going good, what's going wrong, what can you fix, what you can't fix. We need more of that.
Times have you gone to a restaurant eating a meal that you didn't like because you were too afraid to send it back? Your 30s are like, nah.
See what?
One restaurant eating a meal that you I think that's the hardest step, is acknowledging that you don't like what you have in front of you. How many times have you gone to a restaurant eating a meal that you didn't like because you were too afraid to send it back? Your 30s are like,
Depends. Why did you order it? Was the food made badly or just you order something and because you can't really return everything just because you don't like it. It's like, okay, was it burned? Was it done badly? Was anything wrong with it per se? Or it's just like, oh, I realized I don't like it. So what? It was still cooked. Ingredients were still used. The human labor was still used. Not a problem. Okay, if there's something wrong with the dish, okay, fine. Yeah, granted, you replace it, you can give the money back or whatever works, but
nah, take this shit back.
and why would you be afraid to give it back if there's an actual problem with the food?
Take it back. I don't give a fuck. Take it back and take it off the bill and give me something else because I don't like this at all. But one day you're going to wake up and realize that you don't like what's in front of you and you have to do something about it. You can't ignore it. No matter how much you try, you can't ignore it. I started to realize that I needed to change my life when my vices became things that kept me in a vice grip. When I realized I can't smoke the tweeds anymore. I can't drink the alcohol anymore. Can't swipe on the dating apps anymore. Things that are keeping me distracted or the things that are keeping me disconnected. I got to let it go.
Yeah, you got to let it go, miss. But so she was the full package, swiping, puffing, and drinking in the same time. Perfect fit.
Go and do something else because the things that I'm doing, I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good girly pop time. And I just want to say this for anybody that's going through this. It's fucking normal. Some days you're going to wake up like Miley Cyrus and like say, you know what? I came in like a wrecking ball and you're going to wreck it all. You're going to wreck it all. Because the thing is,
I actually did that quite recently. I wrecked everything. Because I forgot, everyone screws it up at some point. I forgot what I want or not what I want. I forgot that I actually don't want some things, but I'm doing it for the benefit of other people. And besides the fact that it wasn't making me happy, it was giving me much more stress than I actually needed. And I just gave up. I was like, screw the shit. I need to start with a clean slate, start from the bottom, and start rebuilding. And I'm happy for her. It's really good.
this what you were building was what someone else wanted for you.
Exactly what I said.
How the fuck could you know what you want at 20 when the first 2 decades of your life were directed by somebody else? How the fuck do you know? And then you hit 30 and you realize you don't know.
Mm, I think we were allowed much more freedom of thinking and in more independence back in the day. For the new generations, yeah, they're not allowed to think for themselves until they turn 18. And when they turn 18, they don't know how to think anyway. So it's like,
Oh shit. And you got to knock it all down. And that's where I'm at. I don't think we talk about the in between space. I am somewhere in between. I want it and I got it. I'm right there in that space. And I'm scared shitless. But I think we need to talk about that in between space. We always talk about the destination. We never talk about the journey. We always talk about the desires, but we never talk about breaking shit down.
I think those is in this works mostly for women because they want to visualize it. And if you say it like a mantra, it's gonna come true. Dabadi, dabadoo. Mm-hmm.
Tearing it all down. There, I have the urge to delete every video I've ever made on my TikTok page and just start over and just start fresh. Because what I've been building worked for a version of me that no longer exists. That was a version that
Yeah, okay, I grant, I'll give you that, but that doesn't mean you have to delete everything. You can still keep it and look at your progress, see how you changed, see where you are now, and at least you have something to compare it with.
had her mom. That was a version that thought that after COVID was over, she was going to go back to a job. That was a version of me who isn't a caretaker now. Like, I'm not even going to get into that. But one day you're going to wake up and you're going to realize you have to tear it all down. I say go for it. Tear it the fuck down. Tear it down. Because 9 times out of 10, what you're building isn't what you want anyway. And the only way you're going to know what you want is by literally leveling it, knocking everything down.
Okay. Fine, go to the extremes.
Down and building something even greater that feels more like you. And I don't even know how to fucking tell you to do that, but I'm going to document it. And we're going to go through this together. We're going to talk about those in between moments. Because also, ultimately, I want to be a really amazing YouTuber, like Emma Chamberlain status, like just a girly pop that's trying to figure her life out. But I realized I've been.
Okay, I'll give this lady. Oh, I already give her a like. Okay, on that note, we're gonna. She still has like a minute to tear everything out. Let's let her finish. Go through some her comments that she has on the video, and after that, I think I'm gonna go and leave you guys enjoy your weekend.
Been doing it in such an inauthentic way. So
Yeah,
inauthentic, just not
that's
honest.
sad.
That's a lie. But I've been doing it in a way that I just don't feel connected to anymore. And I'm realizing I have to knock it all down. I have to start my life over again. I thought I started my life over after my mom died, and I didn't. I just ran. And now I'm sitting in the aftermath of me running. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore. I'm not dating nobody's son. I'm sitting in the reality of the things that I've built.
But that's when you're all with your thoughts in your silence and hearing yourself. And that's why I think she wants to start tearing everything out. I'm super happy for her because she trimmed all of the excesses. But yeah, it gets lonely out there in your head.
And I realize I don't like it. And I know you also feel like that too. So if you
No, I just feel like going to sleep, which I'm gonna actually do in a few minutes. Let's go through some comments. But yeah, good for her. Let her demolish. Let her restart. Restarting is can be really good and refreshing. I'm 55 and I've pushed the restart button numerous times. Yeah, I did as well. Do it as often as you need to. Life is not a one-way road. Do what makes you happy. Yes, and life is short and deserves to be lived. Uh, I've resetted and restarted plenty of times. Moving from my home city to uh, a university city, like uh, a few miles away. That was first one. After that, I just went from there, moved to the capital, Romania. From there, I moved to Germany. From Germany, I moved back from Romania back to Romania. From Romania, I moved to UK. Have no idea if I'm gonna stay forever in UK. Possibly not, especially with all of the crap that is going on with the economy and with the happiness of people and all of this kind of things. I am 40 years old, soon to be 41 in a couple of months. And I just wanted to share that this will never go away. Don't be afraid to evolve. Just flow and trust that everything will work out in your favor. Yeah, that's it from me, guys. It was amazing. We survived the whole hour, which is more than I thought it's humanly possible for me tonight. But yeah, love you. Go live your life. Go touch grass. Enjoy your weekend.